What's up, guys? Hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good myself. And finally, after what felt like a really long wait, we've got these in finally. The white one came out first, and then this one came out. There's also a third variant coming out here soon. It's got a cool racing livery on it. And yeah, we'll review that one when it comes out. It hasn't, I think it's been released in Asia, but my supplier hasn't gotten it yet. So for the time being, we will take a look at the first two versions. There was a little bit of controversy with these. Some people were not happy with the quality, and that's understandable considering that these are like $20 in the United States. So they are pretty expensive. They're made by Mini GT, of course, BBR. BBR is a company based out of Italy. For those of you that don't know, they'll do handmade models, and I think they're resin. They do some 164 stuff, they do some 143, they do 118, they might do some larger stuff, I don't know. Usually really expensive, really good quality, but they wanted to start doing this global release, or this global line of cars, and they outsourced their manufacturing and distribution to Mini GT. So these are produced by TSM Model, or Sunrich Toys, and it's not really advertised that they are, but they are. It's pretty much been confirmed by the director of Mini GT. So you would expect these to have Mini GT quality, which sometimes is a good thing and sometimes is a bad thing. There's some BBRs I've gotten that have had some issues. There's some that have not. So it kind of just depends on luck of the draw. But yeah, I didn't really see a whole lot of people complain about this. I think this is like a dark blue color. Most of the complaints came from this white one, which was the first release of this casting. So I don't know. We're gonna crack it open and see. But for those of you wondering, these are officially licensed by Maserati. You've got the licensing sticker right there on the top of the box. On the front, you have this nice render of the model with the BBR logo, Maserati logo, and you've got the MC12 right there. On the bottom of the box, you do have a bunch of warnings. On the back, you have the SKU right here, which is BBR. DIE stands for Diecast, 64 stands for 64th scale, and this is the 14th model in this lineup. So, Maserati MC12 Stradale white. And as you can see, you got your Maserati stuff right there. A little bit of information here, made in China. So, this is the packaging for the white one. Packaging for the black is going to be pretty similar. Once again, you do have that Maserati licensing sticker right there. MC12 badging with the car. It looks pretty good. I will note that on these, the car is located in different positions, which is, I don't know if it's uncommon because we haven't gotten a lot of BBR stuff, but they are a little bit different, so kind of interesting. Again, same warnings on the back, on the back of the box right here. This is going to be number 16, so BBR DIE 6416, Maserati MC12 Stradale, blue metallic with stripe. So there's that. We'll go ahead and look at the white one first, since that's the one that came out first. So these covers just slide off. Nice rectangular cover. Then you pull out this plastic piece, and then the car sits on a tray in the box right here. And then there's nothing underneath that or anything. It's just the plastic tray. So pretty simple packaging. I really like it. I think the BBR packaging is much better than Mini GT's packaging. The trays just work better. It just feels a little bit more higher quality. It's a nicer unboxing experience. But here is the model. I've actually been really excited for these to release. And I felt like I had been waiting for them forever. So yeah, just taking a quick look at it right off the bat. I don't see any glaring issues. Everything looks to be pretty clean. Everything looks to be pretty straight and tidy. The wheels look pretty good. I don't see a ton of issues with the paint yet. So yeah, it looks okay so far. There's a little bit of dust on it, but that's not too important. So yeah, it looks pretty good from first impression. So starting on this side, you will notice that you have the red center where the locking hubcaps are, or the locking nuts are, and then you have blue on this side in the center of the wheel. The wheels themselves do look pretty good. They're a nice like silver metallic color, really classy looking. Of course, these are going to be the accurate wheels you would have found on this car back in the day. And yeah, the wheels look pretty good. Tire printing is decent. You have some nice tread detailing, and then the back wheels will be a little bit thicker, so that is nice. The tires aren't too blocky. They don't look like off-road tires with the tread. They look pretty clean. You do have your Italian flag right there behind the tire. Really nice blue striping going down like the bottom half of the car, and then it kind of wraps around to this back end right here. The blue is nice. It's just like a flat, like I guess kind of like a navy blue, maybe a little bit lighter than a navy blue, but it looks pretty good. The actual paint on the body of the car is really nice. So they just classify this as white. I don't know if this is like a I don't know what the actual paint code for this, if it's like a Bianca color or whatever, but it is a very nice metallic white finish. You can see there's all kinds of speckling in there. It looks like there's some blues, maybe a little bit of gray speckling, a little bit of like white, sharp white speckling. The paint on it does actually look really good. So we do like that. Detailed mirrors, of course, you will have the little reflective stickers in the rearview mirrors, which look pretty good. On the banner for the windshield, you do have the MC12 with that blue striping. The interior of this car is actually colored, so you have some blue on the dash. It looks like a little bit of carbon fiber down in here on this part. And then the seats are going to be blue, and then they also have a little bit of like padding detail on them as well, which looks nice. Probably won't take these apart, but it is nice to see some color on the interior of these models. So that is good. On the front end right here, the headlights. They look pretty good. They do have some black outlining going around this clear acrylic piece. This one's a little bit foggy from, I would assume, like super glue residue, but there does appear to be some bulb detail back behind there. It looks like the innermost bulb is done in like a silver color, which is nice. Again, these are a little bit cloudy, so it's kind of hard to see the detail. Hopefully this dark blue one is a little bit better. But you do have the Maserati badge right at the front right there. That is going to be a separate etched piece. And then you also have the Maserati Trident badge right here, right in the center. That is also going to be a little separate piece. Whether they're metal or not, I don't know. But they do look to be kind of like photo etched pieces. Of course, they have to stick them down with some glue, so usually whenever you have these, there will be a little bit of glue residue, as you can see like in between the little forks of the Trident right there. But it's not too bad. It actually does look really good. I like it when they do separate pieces for these badges. I think it does add a lot to the model, in my opinion. But yeah, that looks nice. And then you have some black plastic in this lip right here, and it looks like there's some small vent details on either side. So that looks pretty nice. I also noticed there's a little bit of like that blue pinstriping going above this thick blue stripe all the way around the car. So that does look pretty nice as well. The roof, not really much going on. You do have this little air scoop right here that feeds back down into the engine bay. And then this engine cover is done in a nice carbon fiber print, which actually looks pretty good. I think they did that pretty well. A couple more vents back here, filled in with some black paint. Fuel filler right there, just on the driver's side. Then you also do have the Maserati Trident logo right there again. That is going to be a separate piece on both sides, so that looks pretty good. And it's a very simple, elegant car, very classic car, very historic car. It's kind of a legend. It's kind of a legendary car, especially for Maserati. Probably one of the best cars, if not the best car they've ever built. Just because Maserati are usually super unreliable, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Again, this very back part right here is going to be done in that blue. It's got a huge rear wing on it that kind of sticks out over the sides of the car and then goes up and around. On the back right here, you do have the Maserati lettering. That is going to be a separate piece. Of course, you can see that a little bit of that glue residue down in there. The back grille venting looks really nice, really close-knit kind of fiber with that. So that is good. The taillights are just going to be painted. They're not acrylic, which is understandable because these taillights are tiny. And then you also do have two silver exhaust tips on both sides, which look pretty good. And then, of course, like this big air channel that comes out the back as well. Really clean, simple back end, but I think they did a pretty nice job on it. But yeah, it seems that I have escaped this with no major quality control issues. The paint, for the most part, looks pretty good. The one thing I did notice is on the door, under the door right here on this little lip, there is a little bit of imperfections in the paint on both sides, like it didn't get a full coat. So that is something to knock on this model. They definitely could have done a better job with that. But other than that, it looks pretty good, and I don't have any major complaints. I think Kyosho did these MC12s a long time ago, and I know somebody on Facebook was comparing this to that, and I think that these BBRs look really good compared to those old Kyoshos. So yeah, we don't really get this car or many Maseratis in general in 1/64 scale. So for what they are and for how much they cost, I actually do think that BBR did a pretty amazing job on these. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the blue one now. Hopefully it doesn't have any issues. And we'll see what we think. So the tire is a little bit wonky. I noticed that as I was pulling it out. That's an easy fix. You just push it flush. Looks like the other tires are okay. Oh, this is a gorgeous color. So this is like they said, it's a dark blue metallic. At least I believe that's what it said. It just says blue metallic, but it's like a very dark navy blue metallic. But the paint quality is very nice. You can see all that speckle in the paint. You got some blues, some purples, actually a couple shades of blue. Looks very nice. The wheels are going to be the exact same as the white one with the red lugs on this side and then the blue ones on this side. Looks really nice. All the badging and stuff should be the same. So right here you have the Trident and then the Maserati badge. They are centered with the car perfectly with that center stripe. So is the white one, so that's good. I know BBR's had some issues centering those badges before. The Maserati lettering on the back looks pretty good. It is a little bit shifted to the left, so it's not quite exactly centered, but from a distance it is close enough and it looks pretty good. But yeah, the paint on this one's really nice. Again, you do have that stripe running down the hood, the roof, and then all the way back to the rear wing. Then it stops right on top right there. And that is going to be done in the Italian flag colors. You do also have the carbon fiber louvered engine hatch on this one as well. Maserati badges on the side right behind the doors. And maybe it's just because this is a darker paint, but it actually, this little gap right here underneath that ledge does look like it got a better coat on this one. Maybe a little bit worse on this side, but not too bad. Definitely better than the white. White's just really noticeable with those kind of imperfections. So the interior looks to be the same color with that kind of I don't even know what you call it. I don't know what shade blue that is, but it does look nice. It shows up on camera the way it should be, so that is pretty much the accurate color. And again, you have like the carbon fiber and you got some knobs and stuff in the center. Looks really good. The headlights on this one are a little bit less cloudy, so you can see that bulb detail in there. Looks like it's got a little orange one. Looks like it's got a small one right there, and then it's got the big round one more towards the inside of the car. You can see it pretty good right there as well. This side is a little bit cloudy, but not as bad as the white one, which is good to see. And yeah, that's really it. They're just they're beautiful cars. What is that? Okay, that was just a little bit of fuzz or something. Thought we had something wrong on the roof of it right there. I will note that this one does not have the MC12 banner on the windshield like the white one did, so that is a slight difference. I also noticed that on the inside of the headlights on this one, you actually have some blue paint, whereas this one appears to just be black. There might be a little bit of blue in there. It's hard to tell. But for the most part, they are identical except for like the windshield banner and obviously the paint and the striping and stuff. But I think they both look really good. I definitely don't think you can go wrong with these. You just have to hope to get good quality from BBR, just like with Mini GT nowadays. And I mean, I guess pretty much every brand out there. But yeah, these look pretty good. Definitely excited to have them in the collection and take a closer look at them, and now I can actually enjoy them without them being in the plastic. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.